Not done.
There's the old scamper just a smoldering away. That looks fun. Ping!
Scampers are where it's at.
Okay, Chevelle, shake. Shake. Good girl. Okay, put the stick down.
Did you go in the water for nothing?
Catch it. Ha ha. Yeah, old Steve and I got our wood stove smoldering away, but we picked up the old YZ426 last night. Pick up a little quad.
Okay.
You didn't use it. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to another Way Back Wednesday video. This particular video, well, it's 15 years old now. Takes place in early July of 2010. And so what was going on here is I think we just camped at the dunes. We used to camp at the sand dunes here for a Canada long weekend. And then after this, we headed out to this place is, I guess, called Mountain Park or Catamount area. Grave Flats, Ruby Falls. And in this case, we're camped right along the Cardinal River, just on the entrance to the Toma Mountain Trail. And so what happened here is I had just started working at the mine in April of that year. And I had actually been living in my old motorhome up until that point for about, I guess it was about 4 years. So I think I had just gotten a house. I think just in June I had gotten a house. But before that, Chevelle and I lived for 4 years in that old hideous looking motorhome, the old Scamper, 1974 Scamper camper. But anyhow, so what we do here is on this trip, we drove out to the mine. I was past the mine I was working at, the Cheviot mine. That was for Cardinal River Coals at the time. The mine's shut down now. It's being reclaimed as we speak here. But I'd camp out there, and then Steve would watch Chevelle while I was on shift because I worked 12.33 hour shifts at the mine. So a little too long to leave Chevelle out in the day. Like if it was hot, sunny days, you know, I couldn't really take her with me and leave her in the camper. But when Steve came along, I could. So he'd watch her, whether it was day shift or night shift, and I would just drive my little 1984 Honda 200M. I would drive it from there to the mine, and it was exactly 20 minutes, but that was me driving like as fast as I could make that thing go without crashing it. And you know, I just thought back to, I wish I had a drone watching me on this old lonely mountain road, you know, all cobblestone, unmaintained. But anyhow, so on this trip, Steve brings out his Hornet Hideaway. It's a Keystone toy hauler. It's actually identical to the one I have now. And of course, I've got the old Scamper. Both of us have wood stoves. Steve was the one that kind of convinced me to put a wood stove in that camper. And I'll tell that story another day. But this one's mainly about this three-wheeler trip that we did into Toma Mountain. And so at this time, Chevelle hadn't been running for a while. She was pretty much a seasoned veteran when it came to mountain adventures, but we hadn't ran that much that year, like I think maybe for a few months. But I just remember she was a bit out of shape because her pads weren't quite conditioned. And so at the beginning of this trip, she was kind of falling behind, which was very odd for Chevelle. She was usually leader of the pack. And while by the end of this trike trip, Chevelle would be so far ahead, I had to keep yelling for her to come back. But on this trip, she runs all the way to the top of Toma Mountain and all the way back to the campers. And it's quite a loop. I don't know. It's probably about, let's say it's about 12 or 13 kilometers one way, maybe not quite that far. So 20 kilometers, and there's lots of hills and big hills too, and river crossings. It's rugged country, right? But anyhow, I'm just setting the stage for where we're at. So we set up camp right along the river, and well, here we go. We're gonna get into this trip. Let's get back to the show.
No, it's not done.
Deep river. Oh,
Told ya.
dead in the water. That looks fun. Yeah, tough life after work here. Yeah.
Hey.
Just snowed here for a couple days, and now it's we got a river going through a cap. We're surrounded. We got a river over there and one behind us.
And this is how it's done.
There's the old scamper just a smoldering away.
Yep. This is how this part is done.
How's that?
Doing.
Cut! Oh, almost! He went in! Got a soaker! He's got it. He's pulling his trike into shore.
Yeah, I told you it got deeper. That's awesome.
Here we are in Catamount, Alberta, Canada.
Oh, you gotta get Bob on there.
There's the old scamper smoldering away.
What about Bob?
Steve's camper smoldering away. There's Chevelle shitting away. There's Steve swamped.
And what about Bob?
And here's Bob the cat. Who can't take a cat camping? Choke on?
Yeah, it was right under the water, man.
Oh, that'll teach you. Here we are. Down just past Mountain Park, just past the Cardinal Divide by Catamount, Alberta, Canada. Earth. There's the weapon right there to get us off planet Earth if there's a meteorite coming in, an asteroid.
Amazing what you can do with
We'll all jump
in a three-wheeler.
We'll all jump in the scamper. Steve just swamped his trike. Now he's got the
This is just a carry-on of the last
bungee strap.
high def.
Is he using his favorite bungee strap, the one with all the cracks in it?
Three-dimensional.
Is that ever cool? There's a buck right there. I don't know if you can see him. He just walked across the creek. He doesn't even know we're here. I can't see in the screen, so hopefully I'm looking at him. Oh, he stopped. Yeah, it was cool. He walked right by. He walked right by the stream, probably 50 yards in front of where we're camping. I guess he couldn't hear or smell us. We're kind of upwind from him. And yeah, he walked right through camp. That was really cool. I just wish I would have had the camera watching him cross the river. And here's the old scamper smoldering away. Striking at its best. Oh, pretty nice here, eh, Steve?
It's not bad. It's Catamount.
Ruby Falls Trail, the muddy way. Steve's doing his trike dance. Oh! A little muddy. I just went through that side of that hole. Stuck about 35 times. Work it! Work it! I think he needs a hand. Pin it!
Okay.
Fucking wide open! Jesus Christ. Look at that look of determination. Want a hand?
Oh, I'll get her. is Trike Mania. Mosquito. That's classic. Very good. What do you got to say for yourself?
Don't do drugs.
Okay. Oh, she pulled it off.
Well, we were going to show you that. This is how we get Chevelle to pull us out of a mud hole, but she broke it right off the string. Well, that's no fun, Chevelle.
Here we are at the cabin site. All the junk left there.
Now this is interesting. Steve, I hope you're listening up there, but notice Steve's phone, how he's holding it vertical. For a few years, at least 3 years, I think it was, I had a whole bunch of videos and they're in vertical. I'm holding the camera vertical. I used to always hold the camera sideways, and that's how you're supposed to do it for these types of videos. Back then, they didn't have YouTube Shorts and all that stuff. But somebody had told me to put the camera upright like that, like vertical. And I know now it was Steve. I always thought it was Steve, but he tried saying it wasn't him. Well, there's a perfect example. It was him. And now it's fine, because now I have a ton of videos that I can put for YouTube Shorts. But for years, I was kind of bitter about it, because I was like, geez, I ruined a lot of video. And you see people doing it today. They're always taking these videos in vertical, which is great for social media. But if you want to keep these videos to put them into something, you need to turn the phone the other way. But anyways, just thought I'd share it. It was Steve who told me to switch my phone. But I have since switched back. I switched back years ago.
Chevelle's rolling in poop.
Steve doing some awesome narrating in at Toma Mountain here.
I think I was telling Steve not to swear because I wanted to post these videos, and he was trying to say that the camera wouldn't pick it up from that far away, but you see it can.
Here we are at Toma Mountain on the Trikes.
Yeah, you can't hear me on the camera from that far away.
Yeah, you can. Here we are in an undisclosed area, if that's the right terminology. Pretty nice spot. Trike accessible. Yeah. Good stuff. The old Trike, damn near unstoppable.
I'm just smiling right now. I really miss Streaker Steve and Chevelle and these Trikes.
There's the trail. I didn't have a better camera. Holy, I didn't know about this trail. Cool. 2 trails now. Oh, didn't work out too good for me. For a second here. Here we are in area 51. Too bad this camera sucks. You might actually get a feel for how nice it is in here. On the old Trikes, as you can see. gonna climb up to that peak, wheelie in the whole way. I'm gonna watch.
Well, this is pretty wild. So I've watched these videos hundreds of times. What I just said there, Steve's gonna wheelie all the way to the peak or the top. Just wait till you see what happens here in a little bit. I never noticed that before. I don't remember me saying that, but that's exactly what Steve ends up doing later on. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All these years later, 15 years later, I just caught that or just noticed that.
Trike Valley. Right at the beginning of the mountain where the river starts. Very nice back in here. Man, this camera's brutal. But you get the point. Wish the camera was had a wider lens. This is right where the beginning of the waterfall, or the beginning of the river starts. Little waterfall right there.
You want to make some trike tracks in the snow there?
Oh, I'm sure I could. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Pretty side hilly there, that's for sure. What the old trikes can do her.
Amazing what these things will do. Can't wait till they come out with quads.
Yeah, I know, eh? Can you imagine when they put 4 wheels on these things?
16.
How good they'll go? We're in the year 1984. And we got our brand new trikes here. Brand spanking new. We're just waiting for the day they come out with quads. And when they do, boy, they'll be something else. July of 1984 on our trikes. Pretty nice area, I'd have to say. There's a waterfall right there. I don't know if you can see it. Look out.
It's our little joke. We were pretending it was 1984 when those two trikes were brand new. But anyway, notice how these trikes, they just travel all over, and they don't, you would never know, like there's less footprint than actually walking with those big fat flotation tires that they have. But yeah, they get around pretty good and make no tracks doing it.
This thing's got awesome brakes. State-of-the-art 1984 brakes on it. Doesn't get any better. Whoa, 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 whoa. July of 1984. Yeah, a brand new trike here. Just got her last week. Steve's got his brand new trike. 1984 200 ATC later. There's my dog, Old Lucky. Pretty nice place. There's the waterfall.
So let's make our way to the end. We'll have a beer and then.
I send this home to my folks, you know. There's a little waterfall coming out of the mountain. There's Chevelle playing in the snow. There's still snow here. We're in towards the end of July or middle end. Yeah, end of July, I guess, eh?
You know, in the last few years, I think there seems to be a lot more snow here.
Wow. Wowzers.
Just because I think it's getting colder, eh?
There it is, brand new trike. His trike's already wrecked a little bit, but it's brand new too. Both 1984s. Won't be allowed in here one day, will we, Steve?
No.
You know, they'll probably ban us from coming in here.
Yeah. big signs with something.
They should call it like a flu zone or something.
Yeah, FLUZ or something.
Forest Land Use Zone, yeah, because that'd be awesome. Right up in the peaks with the old trikes. Doesn't get any better. Oh yeah, a little bit of a wheelie. High speed wheelie. Look out, Chevelle. Very high speed. Gonna go up there probably. Well, here we are, right up in the peaks just about, eh Steve?
Just about, we're getting there.
Definitely some rams hang out up here. We could probably get ourselves some sheep up this way, couldn't we?
Looked like a good ram trail down there. I'm gonna roll that rock right there.
It's not gonna go anywhere.
Keep Chevelle here.
Okay, come here Chevelle. Come here Chevelle. Trying to go up there
Recording, eh?
with our trikes. Roller. Just like I thought.
Not me. Evolution will do it to be 6 months.
This is what the cavemen did for excitement. Poor Chevelle. Poor girl, eh? It's a pretty good climb coming from way down that hill.
So Chevelle's ran the whole way from camp, and of course every time we stop she has to run around and chase her ball. So she just goes non-stop. But anyway, we get to this point and I'm feeling bad for her because she's getting pretty tired. So I load her up on the trike and I try to climb the hill, and the trike wouldn't even move in first gear. It didn't have the power to do it. We're pretty high up here. I don't know, 7,000 feet or something like that. So it just didn't have the jam to do it. So she ended up having to go all the way up.
Well, we're definitely up in the peaks here. The old trike would barely pull itself. I tried putting Chevelle on there, but it's just too steep and the air's too thin up here. But ran pretty good considering. Yeah, this is awesome. Right up in the top. The tops that cannot be stopped. But yeah, I definitely don't want to go down here. It's a little ways down here. There's the Cardinal River right there. The cut line we came in on. Hard to believe we took these little trikes all the way from that river way up there, out of that you see in the bottom of that hill. Took it all the way up and around and up the mountain. Hey Steve?
Yeah, you betcha.
Chevelle. Good place to have a beer, eh Steve?
Yeah. Yeah, you betcha. Let's get drunk.
What's that, Steve? I didn't get that.
Let's get drunk and ride these dangerous trikes that were banned down the hill.
Yeah, well, they weren't banned. Like, this is only 1984, Steve.
Well, yeah.
Like, this area isn't shut down yet. It's still open because it's only 1984. But I bet you in 2 years they'll make these things illegal, probably from us going down this mountain. Oh, it's going to be scary going down. I'm not looking forward to it. But if it wasn't scary, it wouldn't be very fun. I think somebody had a fire here at one time. Where'd they get the wood from, eh? Be careful, Chevelle.
All good stuff. How come you never break yours?
Wow, look at that. Hey, careful, I don't want that rock to come apart.
Well, you've only got one. You can't see it until you get it on the TV, but there's a bright shining thing over there.
Cool country up here.
That mountain. And there is Cardinal Divide. It's that middle peak.
Chris and Chevelle.
And Catamount Mountain's over just behind this one. You want a picture of you and her?
Up in the peaks with the bighorn sheep. Well, there's where we climbed up to. Hey, Steve?
Yeah, top of that mountain.
All the way from the bottom, and that's where we were taking pictures, and that's where we put the
Turn down that slope.
The rocks, that little cairn or wherever they call that.
Yeah.
Tower little thing.
So Chevelle
Tower
ran
of
the
rocks.
whole way.
Chevelle ran the whole way, and this is what she wants to do right now.
Play stick.
A stick.
You.
God, what a dog. She just ran all the way to the top of that
All
peak
the way to the,
and down.
from the base of those mountains
From the,
over there.
yeah, from the base of those mountains. And what does she want to do? This.
You jackass.
What a clown, eh? I don't think you can see the moon there.
I don't think you'll just see a little speck, that's it.
Oh, it's not. Oh, there we go. That's pretty cool.
Hey, that feels better on the feet, Steve. Hey, girl.
Yeah, a little easier on the toes, the claws, eh, Chevelle? He?
So in this video, Chevelle's 4 years old, but right up until she was about 12 years old, that's the first time I had to actually trim her nails. She never even once had her nails trimmed until she's about 12, and that was just because we were so active. She was always chasing me all over the mountains, and she ran every step of the way. Then she got a bad back leg around when she was about 12, I think. And it was she heard it, I think, playing ball is what happened there. But anyway.
There we go.
I'm now going to demonstrate the proper way to wake up while camping.
Okay, we got a bet going, $1 that he can mow that tree down. Don't mow your air wick down.
That dead one?
No. Oh, that one. That's a nice loud gun. Ping.
Where?
I see wood flying. Ping.
Cut.
Well, so next morning after the trike ride we did into Toma Mountain, right from the banks of the Cardinal River. But anyhow, Chevelle ran all the way from here. Not once did she get on the trike. Well, I tried to put her on once, but the hill was too steep. We couldn't climb. She climbed all the way into those peaks. I don't know how well this camera's picking up. We did a trip. It was about 5 hours round trip. So basically, you know, it took her, I don't know, 3.5 hours to get to the top. We stopped quite a few times, but still, it's pretty amazing. I wouldn't have made it there in 5 hours. It probably would have been 5 days. But our little pads are starting to get worn down now, just from all the rocks. So we're gonna quit running her. I'm going to work tonight, so she'll have 4 days to heal. and our pads will be all toughened up again. We just haven't been running that much lately, especially in this kind of rocky country. So there's the old scamper smoldering away.
So I saddled up and got ready for night shift, and the way it is out in the mountains, when that sun goes down and the clouds come out, it can get really, really cold. And so what happened was I'd actually left on the three-wheeler, and I didn't make it very far, maybe 2 or 3 minutes down the road, and I realized like I've got a 20-minute drive one way, and I was freezing, absolute freezing. And I mean, I grew up when I was like 16. I had my motorcycle license right since I was 16, and you know, I remember having to put extra gear on. That was even back in Ontario where it was warm. So I knew I wasn't gonna last making it all the way to the mine. And this is in July, but that's how cold it gets. Like some mornings you wake up and there could be 2 or 3 inches of snow on the ground. Often you wake up and the puddles are frozen. Like it's a different world out there. And so anyways, I ended up returning to base there, and we had these plastic bags that we used to put our duffel bags in at the mine so they didn't get all greasy and whatnot. So I took one of those plastic bags and I put it inside my jacket as like a windbreak, and then I didn't have a balaclava or anything. So that's why you can see I've got the glove jammed up in there.
What do you want to say now? You don't have anything to say besides for laying there in your underwear.
Scampers are where it's at.
I guess so.
1970 Ford Scampers with wood stoves are where it's at.
Well, it wouldn't be a scamper without a wood stove.
Wouldn't it just be a camper?
It'd be just a camper, yeah.
It would be a scamper. It wouldn't be Chateau Le Scamper Eastman edition.
No. It'd be just a shell. Something that you just can throw junk in and...
What year is it?
Mouse trap. Bob got a mouse last night. Hey, what?
Oh, mosquitoes are coming up.
Yeah, Bob got a mouse last night, so it's a good thing we brought Bob the cat. Hey, Bob? What do you got to say for yourself? Bob!
Quit wasting my camera.
Okay, we don't show Chris and his gaunt here.
Chevelle, come here, girl.
In you go.
Bring your stick.
Bring your stick in there.
Bring your
in you
stick.
go.
Don't throw the stick. Bring it here.
In you go. Go on.
Jump.
Good girl.
Give me that. No, give it. No, give me this stick. No.
Hey, in there. That a girl.
Stick. Come on. Yeah, whatever. Well, you should go triking, eh, Steve?
Oh, a little ride.
Going to Toma Mountain?
Okay.
Wow.
We got it on camera now.
Nobody will ever see that.
No.
Not anybody important, anyway.
Except for 10,000 people on YouTube.
This video is way too long for Facebook, YouTube, anything.
Yeah, I know. It's too long for Mom to look at. I'm bored already, Christopher.
Shut that goddamn camera off, will you?
You want me to throw that stick or what?
So I did my 4 nights at the mine, and it was time to play again. Chevelle's pads were all healed up, and we were gonna head out for another rip on the trikes. The river was really starting to swell up there, and the water was starting to move pretty fast. So,
Okay, Chevelle, shake. Good girl. Okay, put the stick down. Come here. Here, put the stick down.
Did you go in the water for nothing?
Catch it!
Ha ha! Down the
Look at her going. Oh, what a beautiful day. Getting the old scamper ready.
Hey, we're gonna have a trike race down the river, and me and you. A trike race down the river.
Yeah, we are. You're gonna have a race, alright. A race to put out your wood stove. You're gonna race to put out your wood stove here when it gets a little hotter today. Yeah, both Steve and I got our wood stoves smoldering away. Went and picked up the old YZ426 last night. Sweet looking bike, man. It's only been in storage for 8 years, so original chain and sprockets. Wow. Blew a tire. Had to put a tire on the front. Unreal. Those are actually nice looking tires. The old Ford, we bolted these shocks on, Steve, yesterday?
Nothing like bias ply.
Yeah, we had brand new shocks off in 2004 F-150, and they didn't quite bolt on, so we made them work. It was all my idea, not Steve's, on how to fix them.
My idea to carry a spare.
No, it was Steve's idea how to fix these. It was Steve's idea to carry a spare, and I said, oh no, don't worry about it. Luckily, the tire blew while we were in town. Otherwise, we'd be still walking here by now. Yeah, the old Ford. That's what $240 will get you here in Alberta. Rust-free. Trike Adventures. Coming down from Grey Flats Tower. She's quite a climb up and quite a ride down. Bell Road all the way up. She's running all the way down. Let her go. She's only put on about 50 kilometers today, so just a walk in the park for her. Here comes Chevelle. Just coming off a 50 kilometer run. Probably another 12 kilometers back to camp at least. Hey, not even tired hardly. Wants to keep going. Get some water? Get some water. Yeah. Not everybody can run 50 kilometers through the mountains, but Chevelle can. Hey? She hasn't even ran for, oh man, a couple months. But she's running today. Hey girl? Wants to play ball. Oh yeah. Well, let's go. Back to camp before it gets too cold. Here comes Steve. Let's see if Steve does some wheelies. Yeah, I knew it. I knew he'd try something. Oh, there he goes. Got the leg hanging into the trees. Oh, he's got the leg out, folks. He's got a nice one going. Oh. Here he comes, world record attempt. I can't even hold the camera that long. He's got a good one going. Oh, he stalled out. He's holding it there now. Come on, Steve. This is getting too long for YouTube. What a clown. He's still going. There he goes.
And this is where we are. Good old Catamount. And I hear a three-wheeler coming. Well, lo and behold, look what we got here. We have, it sounds like a 1984 200M. Oh, and we have Chris and Chevelle. Chevelle is the last of the Chevelianites. The Chevelianites clan, until she produces more.
Oh man, I love this fishing spot. It's just the best hole I've ever seen in Alberta. I just first cast. He almost took it on the first cast, and then he didn't, and then the second cast he did. What the heck is that thing? No black, put it back. Bull trout. There you go, Steve. You don't know what you're missing.
Well, it says that this is July 18th, 2010. And this was a little beaver dam that was right along the road. And I never seen anybody else fishing here. Maybe there was, but anyway, every time I went there, I'd catch, 5 or 6 fish, and always on the first cast. First, second cast, you'd have one on, but there's a camp right across from here, and I used to ride the Trike or my side-by-side or whatever. I'd come over here early in the morning, like 5:30 a.m. with my pajamas on and just slay them out of there. But anyhow, I hope you liked the video. Been wanting to edit this one for a long time, and finally I got it done. So anyway, have a good one, and we'll catch you on the next Way Back Wednesday.